As the hype around Harry Potter has not stopped since its inception with the books, The Philosopher's Stone, the buzz around the new TV series is starting to pick up more and more traction, especially with what one of the writers that was just hired on had to say.
Whoa!
So this just came out today that newly announced Harry Potter TV writer Andy Greenwald does not like the idea of a rigorous adaptation of the books and said he hasn't read them. Because if you ever want to adapt something, you definitely shouldn't read the source material. Always seems like a great plan. Seems like that's what Hollywood is into nowadays. We want to adapt the IP without paying attention to where it came from, what made it so viable, not only in the success of money, but also in the success in the hearts and minds of viewers, readers, consumers. They don't want to pay attention to any of that stuff. I haven't even read the books. He goes on to say something that I think was even more hilarious. These are really, really rich, and they're very long books, especially later in the series. People adore them, and successive generations are discovering them and loving them every day. I read them to my older daughter until she could read them for herself. Then she dusted me because he just gave up. He was just doing it as lip service to his daughter. Now, at least he's around for his daughter's life, but I don't think he's teaching her the right values and something like that. Just give up on something you're going to have a job in. Yeah, sounds great, man. Sounds great. I do want to come back to this point. He explained these are really, really rich and they're very long books, especially later in the series. People adore them, and successive generations are discovering them and loving them every day. The stores are packed everywhere in the country. Great, 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 great. So you can adapt. That's why you have a TV show. You're getting way more time to flesh out the things that were left out of the movies and had to be changed just so that it would make the story flow better. That's why movies have to be condensed and why adaptations from books, which are notoriously way longer than the script to a movie, always have to undergo some changes as long as they stay true to the soul of the story that is being adapted. Now, with this thing, you have a TV show, so you can take your time a little bit more. All right? Now we can hear about Newt. Now we can hear about all kinds of other stuff. He's just bitching that it's going to be rigorous text to screen adaptation. It's called a job, man. Adapting material is a rigorous thing because you weren't the creator of it. Someone else created it, and you have to stay loyal to that. And also, he does notice in there, he's kind of bemoaning the fact that J.K. Rowling is still in control of all of it because she's executive producing. But I think maybe there's some other creative possibilities within this world. Well, then ask her permission for the rights to do a separate story. You got hired to do her story, the books, the original canon, and you're just bitching about it and just being a little snarky cunt. What do you guys think about this? Love the movies, hate them. This article also goes on to a couple of other things before production even starts. The open casting call for Harry, Ron, and Hermione. We have already talked about this, so I'm not going to say it here. But this is the guy that I want to talk to. Well, I would love to talk to him, but also talk about is Andy Greenwald's recent interview and how he basically is showing his hand. He and Hollywood do not want to follow faithfully in an adaptation of the things that we grew up with, we love. A lot of people, not me, have reread hundreds of times, memorized, make their own trivia quizzes. Shout out Super Carlin Brothers and that whole community. A lot of people take this crap seriously. It's like the Star Wars fandom and reading all of the EU books. And he specifically doesn't want to adhere to it. So, what do you think about it? Do you think this is going to affect things? Because it seems like the PR market for Hollywood nowadays is completely shitting the bed. But until next time, This is Malty Malty. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will see y'all later. Bye.